As a reminder, Krystianer has won 3 Sparkling Tunas back to back to back. 3 weeks in a row, we've had only one champion, and it is Krystianer. Again, he might be part fish at this point. It's the only thing that makes sense, you know? Have you seen Krystianer in the water? Have you seen his feet? Are they really fins? Is he a fish man? I think so. I believe it. But here we go, sporting in the bottom right-hand corner. We have our challenger, we have our contender, we have our would-be usurper, the Polish Protoss player representing Storm Gaming. It is Gerald. And sporting in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the other Polish Protoss, the blue Protoss player representing Starlight Twinkle. He is the Sparkling Tuna. It is Krystianer. Let's go, Bobby. Let's go. And again, as a reminder, I think you have a couple of minutes upon hearing this message to place your bets in the chat for your predictions. Chaostianer OP, balls of wrath. Ah, so many balls. Has 15 minutes to eat his food, and even then, referees would have been understanding. They would have. I know. Good fond memories of patience. Now we are settling in. Oh, Krystianer going for an economic opener. We have a gate expand. Okay, Krystianer. Sorry, I was just catching up with the Twitch chats. But very quickly here, Krystianer, he's going for a max packs. He's going for a max packs build. It is a gate into Cybercore into Nexus, but 2 gases have been taken. So this means that we can go for tech first. Because Gerald is delaying the expansion because of this pylon block is a Stargate before Nexus. Stargate has been thrown down. This is going to be for the Oracle, for a Void Ray if need be, if it's going to be a 1-base all-in. Regardless, Krystianer trying to get away with some greed here is going to be delayed. Meanwhile, across the map, Gerald, how does he respond? We have 2 gateways. Do we go for a 1-base all-in, or do we try to catch up in the economy? Gerald has a choice to make. Probe is moving down to low ground. The probe of Krystianer is hidden, by the way. We're going to dip back in for a follow-up scout. Second pylon has been thrown down. That's going to be a cancel on the second pylon. Stargate is done. Nexus is on the way. And the probe, not quite revealing itself yet. Gerald moving out. There is no shield battery here, so we have to be careful. But the second Stalker's about to pop. We should be okay. Krystianer, he should be able to deflect this. There we go. Dives on the Stalkers. And we'll force them back. Meanwhile, back at home, there we go. Nexus is on the way. And Krystianer, he confirms. Very nice scout here from Krystianer. He confirms the Nexus, which means it is not a 1-base all-in. Krystianer even slips into the main. And he scouts the tech and gets eyes on the Twilight Council from his opponent. Big scout from Krystianer. Now, Gerald, he already saw the Stargate, so he knows there's an Oracle. He is fully aware that there's an Oracle on the way. Gerald trying to snowball out of control. He takes down one of the Stalkers. Shield battery's not done. That shield battery is late. It does barely finish up, but we have the 1 Stalker to defend, and the shield battery goes down. Big pick up. Oracle gets in, but we have a shield battery in position. And Gerald, he has done it. He's broken the natural. 4 Stalkers against 1. 4 Stalkers versus 2. The numbers, they just don't add up. Not in favor of Krystianer. We focus on the Stalker. Boys are being pulled. 1 Stalker left. We barely get another warp in. And we barely hold. Meanwhile, across the map, that Oracle went ham. That's 7 probe kills. Even with the shield battery, 7 probes went down. Suddenly, Krystianer, he's okay. He's more than okay. 2 base versus 2 base. Krystianer, he just killed 7 probes. Krystianer, he is ahead in the worker count. He survives the aggression just barely. But living is living here, and Krystianer, he holds. He takes a worker lead, and we're going for a Dark Shrine. Let's go. The Invisible Man is on the way. He scattered earlier. He knows that for now there is no Robo, and if we delay, and it's not uncommon. It is not uncommon to delay the Robo even further, to even expand and take a third base before a Robo. And if there is no detection, the game will end. Pylon's on the way. Again, that was a clutch defense from Krystianer. Pylon is on the way as we speak. There's no Stargate, there's no Forge, there's no Robo. We need some kind of tech here, some kind of detection. Gerald, he's going for a Pylon across the map. I'm concerned he's going for a proxy. I'm concerned he's going for a 2-base all-in with 4 gateways. If that's the case, the game may just end. He's checking. Oh god, he's scouting with these Stalkers. Will he come across the Pylon? There's a proxy gateway. Yep, 2-base all-in. 4 gates. Blink is on the way here for Gerald. He's doubling down on aggression, which means no Robo, which means once these Dark Templar show up, Gerald may just tap out. It happens from time to time. There are sometimes these instances where we have a build order win. The Dark Shrine was successfully hidden. Stalkers are moving out. Krystianer's taking a third base. Even if we force to cancel with this third, it doesn't matter. Like, the third base, it doesn't matter at this point. Here come the Dark Templar. And what do we do? What can we do here? Robo's on the way. We have 1 DT in the main, 1 DT at the natural. Gerald forces the cancel. That was, yeah, cancel, not a kill. We're going for the main. We're making our way into the main base. It's all or nothing for Gerald. Can we deny Blink? Islands are focused now. We dive on top of the army. Good pickups here from Gerald. Does take down a good chunk of Stalkers, but we have a DT. We have a defensive Dark Templar. We go for the Pylons as well. We catch some of these Stalkers. 1 Stalker goes down. And that DT takes down another Stalker. We're down to 5. 5 Stalkers left, so we're down to 4. Yeah, we have the overcharge keeping the Stalkers alive. We're down to 3 Stalkers remaining. Across the map, there's no economy. There's no mining whatsoever. It was a good effort here by Gerald. But unfortunately, those Dark Templar, they did force the all-in. And we have plenty to defend. We're down to 5 Stalkers. We're down to 4. We still have that defensive DT. I mean, we're getting damage done, don't get me wrong, but yeah, there's barely anything left here. We're down to just 2 Stalkers left. Down to 2. Down to 1. GG gets called, and Krystianer takes game number 1. Whew. GG. Let's go. GG, well played. Krystianer, whew. He was under a lot of pressure, by the way. He was under a lot of pressure there. Gerald almost broke him with his initial Stalker harass, with his initial Stalker aggression, where he was able to break into the natural, shut down the initial Stalkers. That was a very, very clutch moment for Krystianer. He barely survived it. And from there, he just maintained a lead. He was ahead in probes, he was ahead in tech, with his Dark Shrine, of course. And it was a gamble, but Gerald did go for a 2-base all-in, as we were pointing out. I mean, he was already planning to go for a 2-base all-in, which is why he had no Robo. And without a Robo, no detection. GG. Well played. Now we're getting into game number 2. I bet on Protoss. Smart bet. Smart bet. Just smashing tuna on crackers daily. Yo, tuna on crackers is pretty good. Not gonna lie. It's pretty good. But here we go, spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have our Polish Protoss player, the red Protoss, representing Psystorm Gaming down in this series, but looking to bounce back. Again, it's still best of 5, and we still have more opportunities here to fight back. It is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the Polish Protoss player leading the series 1-0, representing Starlight Twinkle. It is Krystianer. Does have a lead in this series. Did win game 1 off of the back of those Dark Templar. And what do we have in store for us for game number 2? Once again, gate expand. Once again, it is an economic opener here by Krystianer. He's going to force a reaction out of Gerald. So the gateway on the low ground means we're going to be expanding on the low ground as well as quickly as possible. Double gas opener here by Krystianer. So once again, this looks like we're going for a gate Cybercore Stargate into a delayed expansion. I say delayed. Still going to be faster than Gerald, but should be tech first with the double gas. Gerald back at home going for a 2-gate opener. He does scout, he does confirm the opener of Krystianer, and now he has to make a choice. Do we one base all in? Do we expand, just play from behind? Do we play like last game and be hyper aggressive with Stalkers? We have options. What does Gerald go for? This probe being as annoying as possible, Gerald he needs to delay the expansion for as long as he can with pylon blocks. Does force out the Zealot. Krystianer just waiting for his gas, waiting for the Cybercore to finish, and then we can throw down that Stargate. And we saw that last game, even with Gerald having a shield battery in position, Krystianer still killed 7 probes. Still got 7 worker kills with that Oracle. It was crazy. There's that pylon. Second pylon gets thrown down. There's the Stargate from Krystianer. Basically, from Krystianer, this is the same build. It's the same build 2 games in a row. Both in game 1 and in game 2. Max Pax is very fond of this build as well. Does it very often. Does it almost every game, actually. We even get a third pylon. Oh my god. Third pylon gets thrown down. Big delay here on the expansion. Forcing out additional workers, additional probes. That's a 4th pylon. 4th pylon on the way. Probe finally goes down. And we can finally expand. Meanwhile, Gerald, we have made our choice. We are going for a Stargate opener as well. Interesting. Okay, with the Stargate opener, we can go Phoenix. We can go for a Phoenix opener instead. Krystianer has not seen the tech, has not confirmed the build. His scouting probe this time was sniped. If you remember in game 1, Krystianer was able to hide that probe. Unable to this time, as Gerald is expanding. We have the Oracle first from Krystianer. This should be a Phoenix first from Gerald, but we'll see. We shall see. I say Phoenix first because Gerald did scout the Stargate of Krystianer, so he's aware. He's aware that the Oracle's coming. And yep, there are the Phoenixes. Now, if Krystianer had known that there was a Stargate, then we would go into Phoenix Wars, but because Krystianer doesn't know, he's not getting to Phoenixes at all. Has no reason to. The Oracle moves out. Oh! Is going to be zoned away. Does confirm the expansion, so Krystianer knows there's no all-in, but he is caught out by the Phoenix. Big catch here from Gerald. And that is going to be a kill on this Oracle. There's no escaping. It does take some extra hits. Back at home, Krystianer transitioning into a Twilight Council into Blink, but Gerald is in a good position. He's ahead in probes. He's ahead in workers. He has Phoenixes. He's getting into his own Oracle harass as well. Gerald has momentum. And Krystianer, the scary thing here is that he doesn't know whether or not there's an Oracle. So he's not really ready in the mineral lines. There's no shield battery. There are Stalkers and Blink is on the way, but defending here is easier said than done. And Gerald getting eyes on the would-be third. Making sure Krystianer is honest. As we already have 1 Oracle, we're amassing Oracles across the map. 2 Oracles, 1-shot probes, bear that in mind. Third base is on the way for Krystianer. Gerald's still only on 2. Still on his 2-base setup. As here we go, the Oracles are moving out. Both players working towards Blink. Gerald now focusing on his 3rd. It's on the way. Here come those Oracles. Meanwhile, Krystianer, Blink is still not quite done. He has 2 Stalkers in the main base, so we can ignore them, honestly. We can just bust in, focus down those probes. We lift up the Stalker. And how many do we get? We get 1, we get 2, we get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can we get 10? Ooh, not quite. 1 Oracle goes down, but 1 Oracle for 9 probes. Well worth it. Completely worth it here for Gerald. And with that, Gerald does take a worker lead. is going to be ahead in probes. Still has that one Oracle alive outside of the main. Can go in for a stasis trap later on. Can still find some more economic damage. As Gerald behind this, getting into double forge, double upgrades. +1 attack and armor. And he is catching up with his own Bleak Stalkers. Krystianer does begin his own upgrade a little bit faster, that is true, but he's going to be behind in those upgrades with that double forge. Meanwhile, 3 more probes go down. That's going to be 12 worker kills in total. 12 workers for 1 Oracle so far. Stalkers dip in, they get another probe. Adepse shaded towards the natural, and Gerald, he's pulling Krystianer apart. The Oracle harass, the Adept harass, the Stalker movement. 7 probes go down. Oh my god. This is becoming game ending. This is game ending damage here. We shade into the main base. The Oracle dives in as well. Getting 13, 14, 15 probe kills. We barely shut this down. Krystianer, he finally deals with those Oracles, but he's down to 42 workers against the 57 of Gerald. That is brutal. You can see the economy spike, the red spike in economy there in favor of Gerald. Do we get some counter damage done? 3 probes, not bad. Krystianer putting in some work. He's not going down without a fight. Does get 5 worker kills. Behind this, charge is on the way. Also, did I imagine the double forge? Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure I saw it, but it looks like we canceled one. Okay. I swear we saw a double forge, but 1 forge is going to be canceled. Gerald's moving out. As Gerald moves out towards that 4th base. Gerald's with the supply lead, with the army supply lead more importantly. And gets a pylon looking for a cancel on the 4th base. Yeah, Gerald, he has an overwhelming Stalker count. 20 Stalkers at 15 to 14 to 16 even. We have that 20 Stalker advantage. Another Oracle coming in. No show, we made a 3rd Oracle. No one expects the 3rd Oracle to come in a PvP. We get 7, 8 probe kills, 9 probe to 10 probe kills. And we get away. GG gets called. We don't even get a final fight, as it is game-ending damage, and Gerald ties up the series 1-1. GG. GG, well played. Again, really smart play out of Gerald to go for the Stargate follow-up to make sure he denies the scout and to get into a Phoenix. And that was the beginning of the end. With that Phoenix opener, he was able to hide not just 1, but 2 Oracles in the follow-up. Was able to just pull Krystianer apart, cripple his economy. Krystianer, the last thing on his mind was Oracles, and it was just caught with his pants down. GG. Gerald fighting back in this series. And now we're tied up 1-1. We are now tied up. And where is this going to take us? Where we headed? As Game 3 is on Alkione. Let's go. One of the larger maps in the map pool. Now, Krystianer, he has succeeded with the gate expand setup, and he's failed with it as well. Game 3, do we go for it again? Do we just stick with it, or do we go for something a little bit different? Let's go. Let us go. As you can hear the beeps. We're loading into Game 3. Here we go. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Alkione, we have our red Polish Protoss player fighting back, bouncing back in this series, tying things up 1-1, and looking to take that momentum and keep it going here in the rest of this series. Representing Storm Gaming, it is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Protoss player representing Starlight Twinkle. He has been our 3-time back-to-back Sparkling Tuna Cup champion, but having a bit of a harder time here in the finals, being forced into a back-and-forth series. Can he redeem himself? It is Krystianer. See the chat. I expected the 4 Oracle. The 4 Oracle, Bobby. Crazy. No one expects the 4th Oracle. But still, even the 3rd, not very common. Once again, gate expand. Krystianer doing his best max packs impression. Again, I mentioned it. He has done this build every game so far in this series. Game 1, it worked. Game 2, less so. Gerald was able to punish it. Here in Game 3, let's see how we do execute this. Probe comes in. So far, Gerald's being an annoyance. Ooh, we did go for a single gas. My apologies, I should have pointed this out. With a single gas opener, we are going for the greediest build imaginable in this matchup. It is a gate expand before the Cyber Core, before the Stargate, before the second gas. Very greedy build here by Krystianer, and Gerald, he responds with his own Nexus. Okay, I was about to say that, how do we respond? Do we go for a proxy? Do we go for one base all in? The answer is no. We are not responding with a one base all in. We did open up double gas, so this is a little bit more inefficient out of Gerald, as he's going to have an abundance of gas to work with, and he's not spending it properly. Or he's unable to really spend it quite as well as he otherwise would, but is trying to catch up with a slightly later Nexus. But we're getting into a game. We are settling into the early to mid game here. No aggression from Gerald. Likewise, Krystianer being greedy himself. Ooh, and we are just cutting as many corners as we can. There we go. Stargate follow-up from Gerald. Stargate follow-up from Krystianer. Gerald, he scouts the Stargate. Remember that. Meanwhile, Krystianer, no scout. No scout from Krystianer. This is dangerous. We could see a very similar dynamic to what we saw in game number 2. Last game, if you remember, Krystianer didn't know there was a Stargate, so he went Oracle first. Gerald knows about the Stargate of Krystianer once again, which means he can go for a Phoenix. And if Krystianer goes Oracle first again, we could see a repeat of game 2. Probe is going to be shut down. Do we get in? No shot! The probe, does not make it into the main base. The boys were pulled. We deny the scout. There's that Phoenix that we spoke about. And Krystianer, even though he did not scout his opponent, good read. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I thought there was a Phoenix on the way for a moment. It's going to be an Oracle first here from Krystianer. I'm worried. I'm worried for Krystianer. He's gambling here. He's hoping that there is no Stargate. He didn't see anything. So he's gambling right now, and it's going to be an Oracle first. And the likelihood of this Oracle getting damage done is quite low. It is quite low, as we have Phoenixes on the field. Oracle does move out. Behind this, we're transitioning into Twilight Council to Blink. Oracle's on the way. Again, this is a big investment here by Krystianer, and ideally it does some damage and it pays for itself, but I'm not so certain if it will, as Gerald has Phoenixes parked outside. Remember, he knows that there's an Oracle somewhere, and he finds it. We force the recall, and we do recall in time. Quick moves there by Krystianer. He was expecting that to occur. And it will rotate around. Now, at least this time, the Oracle survives. We've kept it alive. It can go back in. It can get some more damage done. It can find some kind of value. As Krystianer's taking a third. Meanwhile, Gerald's going for his own gate explosion, working towards his own blink. Phoenixes are moving up. Blink isn't done. Now we're getting probe kills. 1, 2, 3 probes go down. 3 workers do fall. We're going to get another here at the natural. A 4th and a 5th probe. Nice damage by Gerald. Krystianer being punished for not having the shield batteries in position. No shield batteries, no support. 5 probes fall. The Oracle is on the move. As Gerald, it looks like he did glimpse it for a moment there, for a second. But it looks like he did not notice it himself. Whew. But he is parked outside his natural. Is somewhat in position. He's in the area. He's in his corner of the map, I should say. We can see Phoenix is actually preparing on the right-hand side. Does know that there's still an Oracle out there. Here's Krystianer pushing through the center. Taking control of the Zelnaga. Oracle joining up as well with the main forces. Phoenix is going for a counterattack. Still no defenses. Whether it's stack defense or Stalkers in position. There's not much back at home. Phoenixes, they turn around though. They turn back around. We dive on top of the army. Shield battery gets targeted. Krystianer, he does have the Stalker lead. This is his moment to shine. Does get one, does get two, does get three Stalkers. Good pickoffs here from Krystianer. And there's no shield battery, there's no overcharge. Krystianer, it looks like he has done it. He breaks on through, he punishes Gerald. Sneaking out across the map, avoiding those Phoenixes. And Gerald was just not ready in time. Again, was not able to save that shield battery, not able to make use of the overcharge. Whew. And Krystianer, he has broken this base. Behind this, he's fully saturated on 3 bases. Did have just some extra warp ins. Oracle into the natural. And it's an uphill battle. GG gets called. Krystianer catching Gerald with his pants down there. Sneaking out across the map. And Gerald was just not ready for the push. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, Krystianer, he only had 3 gateways, but he was not skipping any warp-ins. He was just going for non-stop Stalker warp-ins there off of his 3 gateways. Went up to 20 Stalkers. Or was it 20? I don't quite recall. But he did have, I want to say, sorry, it wasn't 20. I think it was like 16 against the 10 of Gerald. So he did have quite a substantial Stalker lead. And it was so quick to dive on that shield battery to focus it down. GG. Whew. Well played. Gerald at the time investing in production and gateways, investing elsewhere. And now we're getting into game number 4. Krystianer needs one more win to claim another victory, 4 Tuna Cups in a row. Otherwise, Gerald needs to win here to force the ace match. Good. Here we go. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have... Ooh. In the top right-hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player representing Storm Gaming down in this series, but looking to bounce back. Oh, apologies. Looking to bounce back here and now. It is Gerald. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Protoss player representing Starlight Twinkle. 1 game away from taking the entire series. It is Krystianer. MaxPax always builds Oracle first. That is not true. So the MaxPax build is the build that Krystianer went for in game 1. So for those that are curious, I believe Krystianer's going to do it here. We'll see. Is to go for a gateway into 2 gases, Cybercore first, into the Stargate, into the Oracle, into a Nexus. Right? That is the MaxPax build. But there are some maps. There are some maps where MaxPax does go for, basically skips the second gas geyser and goes for a faster Nexus, which is what Krystianer did in that last game. MaxPax, he kind of bounces back and forth between those 2 openers, as does Krystianer. There is value there. As we can see here, only 1 gas geyser. Krystianer trying to be greedy here. Because there's only 1 gas, he wants that Nexus. Oh, does dip in. Krystianer has the money for it. He has 400 minerals, and the probe here is being an annoyance, and we are forcing inefficiency. There it is. Cybercore is forced out. A rough start for Krystianer. Again, Krystianer to skip that second gas geyser means delayed Cybercore, means delayed Stargate, delayed Oracle, and now we go forced into that second gas. So a much stronger start here from Gerald. Back at home, going for his 2-gate opener. So the MaxPax opener is what happened in game 1, if you recall. Not what happened in the last game, which was game 3. Here we go, the pylon is going to be cancelled. You have another pylon on the way. So again, Gerald just doing a really good job here at getting across the map, at punishing the opener of Krystianer, forcing some inefficiencies. And he should force out that Stargate. Meanwhile, back at home, Gerald is looking to set up himself. Do we go for an expansion? Do we go for an extra round of Stalkers? Oh no, Adept's on the way behind this instead. Okay. The probe goes down. One base all in. Let's go. Krystianer fluid like water here as his Nexus has been delayed for so long. We turn this into one base all in. That's going to be 3 gateways in total. It's going to be the robot on the way as well. Let's go. Let us go. Meanwhile, the probe scatter across the map confirms that there is a Nexus. Gerald going for a 2-gate opener into the expand, into a delayed Twilight Council, by the way. Remember, usually you go for the Twilight Council first, but Gerald, assuming that it was going to be a greedy build from his opponent, went for a Nexus before Twilight Council. So, a delay on Blink. Gerald is pushing. Adepts across the map. Krystianer, yeah, he does shut down those Adepts ahead of time. Does force them back. And here comes that Prism. Here comes the army. Up. Adept goes down. And what's scary here is that Gerald doesn't know. Gerald, he was denied entry into the main base with that block, and Gerald has no idea that there's an all-in coming. He's got more gateways on the way. Blink did just start, and here comes Krystianer, sending everything across the map. Ay, ay, ay. Krystianer, I see in the chat. Apparently he didn't GLHF. He's angry, Bobby. He's upset. He's hungry. And looking at the supplies here, we have 7 Stalkers to 4 of Gerald. And we can just rotate over into the main base. There is a shield battery in the low ground. There's no shield battery in the main. There's a shield battery in that main. But we don't actually elevate her in. We drag the army towards the main. Rotating back to the natural. Sentries are warped in. Gerald, he's being given time. He's being given time here to respond. To warp in. A second shield battery now in production. We have the Immortal moving out. Here we go, Krystianer diving in the army. Good force fields. Would you buy time? And again, time is on Gerald's side. The longer this goes on, the better it is for the Red Protoss. He's on 4 gateways. Blink is almost done, by the way. It's being protoed as we speak. This is taking too long from Krystianer. Boys are being pulled. We do have the overcharge. It is popped. We do pop the overcharge as well. Good juggling here by Krystianer, preserving his units. Does kite back, but the overcharge is just too good. And Krystianer, he's running out of steam a little bit here. Did kill 7 probes. The overcharge has run out, and we have also run out of force fields. Yeah, no force fields left for Gerald. We are pushing in with 2 Immortals this time. We dive on the Prism. Big snipe. The Prism does go down, and we can focus out the Immortals, but there's still 1 Immortal left. There's 1 Immortal remaining, and it looks like Krystianer, he barely has enough. He's busting on through. Krystianer, 7 Stalkers to 3. Gets the shield batteries. Gets the Stalkers as well. And there it is. Krystianer, he will take the series at 3-1, winning 4 Sparkling Tuna Cups in a row. GG, Poppy. GG. Poppy. GG. Well played. Congratulations here to Krystianer. Not GG. No, GG towards the end there. But apparently, again, I do know there is a little bit of a rivalry between Gerald and Krystianer. They're both, of course, fellow countrymen from Poland, and they do have very different styles. They both rose up around the same era. There is that rivalry. They face off in the finals. And Gerald did make a series out of it here, but Krystianer, he comes out on top. And again, Krystianer, he has been very fluid with his builds. Winding it back, I said with his builds, with his openers. Remember, we had the original like max packs opener, right? Double gas into Stargate first, into expansion. We had a greedier build, like we saw 2 games ago with the faster Nexus. Here, with a failed expansion, we do the unexpected. We hide a 1 base all in, we kill the probe, We react, we throw down the gateways, throw down the robo. Krystianer, he's, again, just so adaptive here, it feels, and so difficult to read at times as well. Congratulations. Congratulations to Krystianer. Again, PvP is a very cutthroat matchup, to be fair. It's very unforgiving. I mean, most mirror matchups are unforgiving, and GG. GG, well played. I thought... Hold on, I'm catching up with the chat. Gerald's about to get payback for that early game. God, he can't decide how his name is spelled. I sure he's not the Witchery. Could be, could be. Could be from Rivia, not from Poland. But for those that are curious, Gerald is with a D on the Americas server. He's with a T on the European server. Officially, his name is Gerald with a D, but I like calling him Gerald. I like to believe he is the Witcher. Regardless, GG, well played. Congratulations to our 2 finalists here tonight. Congratulations. And we are wrapping up just in time for World Team League for WTL. We're getting there. We are getting there. GG. Don't forget to join Match Arena. Speaking of, if you want to support this tournament, if you want to support our players here, !Match Arena in the chat. You can support both Gerald and Krystianer by boosting the prize pool if you wish. Otherwise, you can do so via Patreon, !Patreon in the chat as well. And you will get a link to our Patreon page. You can see our goal just underneath Gerald's name. Just underneath his name, you can see that we have a $320 goal that is to boost the prize pool, to raise the prize pool of our tournaments. And we have like further stretch goals as well. Right now, our first stretch goal is met. We're able to fully fund our events via Patreon. We're just looking to grow our events as well. So if you enjoy Sparkling Tuna Cup, you can boost it over on Patreon if you wish. Otherwise, a follow is all that we ask. Follow us on, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, wherever you so please. And you can even subscribe if you want to go that step further. Otherwise, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are done for now, but we're going to be going on a very short break. We're going on a short break, and we're going to be returning with World Team League. We are 7 minutes late. World Team League has already started. We're going to be 7 minutes behind. But we will be back with some more StarCraft. And we're going to do our best to catch up with WTL as well. We'll do our best. Oh, I have to make a choice. Do we just go from here? I might end up turning the stream off just to restart the delay. Just double checking something. Just to restart that delay. Yeah, okay. So, as a heads up, the stream is gonna go down for like a minute or two. It's gonna go down. But if you want some WTL, don't go anywhere, because the stream is gonna be coming back with some World Team League. So if you want some WTL action, we got you covered in a couple of minutes. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. We'll see you guys soon for some more StarCraft.